Good morning, traders. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here with me and Tom and Mr. Joseph, Sharon, Latina, Ellen. Hello, good morning. And yeah, let's go ahead and pray for Mr. Joseph for his safe travel today. He's going to Sri Lanka to do charity work. Good morning, Aday. Oh, hello, Dalton. My apology. Good morning. Oh, goodness, I gotta do my hair. Please. Two things that I don't like going looking forward is to get my hair done. Sitting there just to get a haircut, it's like an hour and a half, even if you have an appointment. Ah, yeah, girls, it's hard to be a woman. Good morning, Heath. Good morning. Good morning, Taiwan. Yes. Good morning, Shri, Sharon, Chris, Corey. We are. Good morning, Jimmy. Yes, sure. AMD and Nasdaq are two different price. The Nasdaq is in general. AMD is part of the Nasdaq. Does that make sense? If you're trading options, AMD, stick with AMD. You're not doing Nasdaq. Nasdaq is the whole sector. Yeah, you don't trade Nasdaq. Um, yeah, I saw what you posted. But the rule of thumb is if you're trading your AMD, you stick with AMD, not unless you're using Nasdaq as a gauge to see if the directions is going to go up. You see like a SPY, right? For SPY or for the Qs, right? Apple actually kind of follow the SPY and the Qs. So if you're trading and if you want to have multiple confirmation, you're going to use your SPY or your Qs to just to navigate if I'm going to the right direction, right? So if you have to be familiarized with that, right? Because otherwise you're gonna have multiple chart and then you're only trading one, which is your let's for example Apple, and then you're using your SPY and you're using your Qs to navigate through the directions, right? So if you're using Apple and then you want to use SPY as well, then go ahead and do that. But is it necessary? If you're only familiar with your AMD or your Apple, just stick with Apple. If you get to better like Daniel, who use it to gauge the directions, then you could do that as well. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you cannot trade the Nasdaq. Hmm. Maybe it was a replay. He can't be. He has to do USD. Yeah. No, you gotta have to ask the big guy. You always gotta have to ask the source, right? Because my way, yeah. Oh. Maybe he got a
was
big
just
guy.
one. I didn't play that trade at all because I didn't know like whether I was choosing the right one or not.
Let me see.
Or is it something related to futures or something? I'm not very sure, clear about it.
You guys gotta have to ask the source. Every time you cannot get the clear answer, you have to ask the source.
Sure.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning,
What's
Miss
up
Mary.
today?
Just for any newcomers, what we do on Tuesday and Thursdays, Miss Mary opens up a prayer room, and we head over there, read a scripture from the Bible, and then we open up for prayer requests, and then we come back here. So, anybody new or anybody been coming, you're welcome to head over to the breakout rooms created, right?
Yeah, it's already open.
Yeah, so you're welcome to head out to the breakout room, and we'll go over there and pray. Thank you, guys. Be
Thank
back.
you.
Good morning, Miss Mary.
Good morning.
I had a question. I was training India yesterday, back and forth, but then I got one option that I left open, expiring Friday, but I see now it went down a lot. Is it just worth it to cut it, or you still have time?
What is it?
Okay, I was trading yesterday Nvidia, and I went one long 220 for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But I see at the end of the day, I was like 15%, 20%, and probably now more. Is it just worth it to hold it, or it has more gap down, I see?
Well, if we could reclaim back that 221, then that's just a shorter pullback, but it's still under consolidation. That's why I did not enter on Friday. And then yesterday I was looking, it's so weak. So with this one, earnings is coming next week. And if we could, I don't know if it's going to come down. Okay, nobody knows if it's going to continue to come down, but 15% is manageable to cut it out because it's better for you to enter on more on the confirmed trade above 227. The 225 was your entry, was actually our entry because that was a true breakout of a structures under consolidation. Oh, let me show you my screen. This was a true breakout of a structures. It was a higher high, ended up in the indecision candle. The next day, we're just vacillating between 227 to 224.25, right? 2 days in a row. And I saw that showing some weakness. Why? The volume that we had a breakout did not give me a high volume node to confirm, yes, this is a strong momentum that could continue to move up. Now, this one is just back testing that 225, and now we rejected it. And gapping down is actually not a good sign. So gapping down, we're going to gap down about $5. So we may reclaim back the 221, or we may reject that, and then we're going to come down more to 219. So if you are okay losing 15%, which is a manageable stop loss, definitely a good way to cut it out. Otherwise, you could lose more because if, just like I said, if we cannot reclaim back the 221, we're looking at 220. Well, it's currently now at 220, and then the next one is 216. So it's currently right here.
So maybe 30 minutes until the market sell to see it going.
That is all up to you. But based upon this chart, it looks like it wants to come down more on the 219 and then all the way to 216.
More gap.
Yeah. So it's not more gap. It's gapping down already. But let's see if we could reclaim back that 221. If it reclaims back to 221, that's just a little pullback. All right. But it's just showing weakness yesterday. Even on Friday was showing weakness. So that's why I did not enter that trade. It's still intact though. It's still intact. It's still bullish, but this is now a pivotal point for NVIDIA. Drop below that 216 and you get to see more on the deeper side. So you got 216 and then easy 214 and then 206. And then again to the 196, back to the 194, 190. So that's for NVIDIA.
Okay, thank you very much.
Barry, I
Thank you.
have a similar question. Watching Josh's video earlier, he was saying that the fear index, was actually at a level where it looked like the market was going to probably start selling off. But I actually did buy 2 calls yesterday as well for the end of the week, for one for Meta and one for Palantir. And of course, everything went down. So just in general, do you think that the direction is to go down because of, the fear index and it's time for a pullback, or do you think we have a possibility to, go back up towards the end of the week?
Sure. If you look at your SPY, because everybody's looking at the SPY, right, to see if it's really going to come down or not, right?
Yep.
So this is a little bit messy. Let me just hide that. So if you look at the SPY, it's actually showing bullish, right? Your indicators are showing bullish. It almost reached the previous high on the 232. What? Sorry, I meant to look at SPY. Okay. So as you can see, SPY is actually showing bullish, right? And you could see it from here. We do have a bearish divergence, but doesn't mean it's going to come down. But when it comes down, I'm still looking at that. Well, this is your 753, 758 is on the table. And this is a pivotal point too for SPY. So we still have a little bit more points to come down. You're looking around 20 more points. You're looking at $20 more deep down. So this was your previous high, back testing that. So I'm seeing just a pullback, but it's important to hold on to that 753. And I do believe we could come down to that 753. And if we do, so there's more pulling back here. There's really more pulling back on the SPY, looking at the SPY. And if you're looking at your daily, again, it's on the table. 7. So you still got 20 points more down. You still got 20 points more down. So that 772, if we reclaim it back, 772 today, then we could actually back test and move up. But if we don't, there's more room to the downside. Yeah, 750, 745, 749, it's on the table. So not unless we're going to reclaim back that 772. So I do believe there is more room to the downside for a pullback. I don't know if this is a correction. It's not a correction. It's just one red candle. This is bullish. We accommodate, we accumulate from here. We had a breakout. This is not a strong breakout, by the way. This big volume candle. It's not like a strong breakout. This could be just a fake out, but still retesting of that 750, 758, 757, 748. So we still have some more pulling back going on. And this is still a practical pullback, right? So, or it could just be just a minor pullback. So I hope I answer your question, but yeah, we still have some room to the downside, unfortunately. And this is just a minor pullback, by the way. This is a nice pullback right here. So this is a nice pullback as well. So we could be doing a lot of pulling back here. And especially on your location. Yes, it's bullish, but this is a pullback on the monthly. This is a pullback. This is again a pullback. But if we establish a lower low, forget it. Higher chance we're going to get to 537. But I'm not trying to scare you. If we reclaim back that 772, then it's a continuation to the upside. And don't worry about the news and saying, oh, we're going to come down, we're going to come down. Your news, your fundamentals, and your chart will be aligned. So they will be aligned eventually, and the chart will tell you All right. So always look at your chart, use your fundamentals, look at your catalyst, your news, and then use your chart as well. They will be aligned soon enough. They will be aligned and they will tell you a story. All right. So don't rely highly on your news, on your catalyst. Just always look at the chart and match it together. What are we gonna do? What do you guys want to do today? NVIDIA? Well, NVIDIA kind of stagnant in a way.
Nvidia has a gap down overnight.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that.
221. Let me just hide all these levels here for NVIDIA. We don't need it.
AMD had a gap down.
Hello?
Hello.
Man, everything had a gap down last night. Micron.
Man, Nvidia murdered me.
You have
Oh.
called.
I bought it at the cross of 27, and look where it's at this morning.
Yeah, that's why I was hesitant on that Thursday. And
I bought it yesterday.
and then yeah, it was a breakout of a structures on Thursdays, and then Friday gave me that red candle, and then I said, you know, let me take a look on Monday, and then Monday just weaker. I'm like,
I need to get some Miss Mary eyes.
yeah,
Where do you buy those glasses at, Miss Mary? I need to get me a pair of those.
this is cheap. This is reading glasses.
No, I'm talking about Miss Mary's view and perspective.
Funny. Yeah, Tom. I sent you that trade off that volume, and I got out right at 8 o'clock because I didn't know how the Asian market was going to react. And I'm glad I got out.
The Micron one.
Yeah, I bought share.
I literally, when you sent it to me, I was going to text you back saying you're a brave man, braver than me. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Murgatroyd.
Yeah, I mean, I got out. I mean, whatchamacallit, and I seen that it wasn't trending up. I just sold. I sold like, I don't know, like $20 loss. I was like, I'm not messing around. This doesn't look like it was breaking out.
$20. That's not even one of Miss Mary's bovas. That's fine. Ah, man, I don't. I as far as our small account challenge, I don't see anything I really like. Unless we want to do puts.
Are we looking for NVIDIA puts?
Don't know.
We're just looking for anything right now.
And how about a Tesla put?
Well, we could, but I mean, Tesla's outside the range for our small account challenge too.
Yeah.
So you guys don't do like the inverse ETFs, and but like I
You
don't
know,
know which one.
I've tried those before. It just, I never made any money off them. Yeah, I don't know. I know they work. I know some other people do it, but yeah, I'm just not a big. It's hard because then you're like, it, it's almost like you're doing a straddle sometimes, right? You're like, oh, if this goes up, I'll cut this one. If this goes down, I'll stay with this one. It's just for me, it's not mentally, it's not my best strategy. And then what it does too is it just gives me more things to watch. And like I told you last night, we were talking. The burnout gets real, right? Just watching all different charts and getting pinged all the time. And I'm trying to lower that. And like I said, try to trade early in the morning, be done, and then turn my alerts off.
So I think I figured out what it was. I think I had close of candle, and that's why the MACD alert was taking so long. So I took that off. So hopefully that resolves that issue.
Yeah, because now it'll alert you as soon as it crosses. So the close of the
Yeah.
candle is great, like on the strategy I showed you, right? Because you want it to close. But on the MACD, if you're doing the 1 hour MACD, yeah, that may lag, dude. Yeah, you're right.
So I think that's what it is. That's where the issue I was coming up with.
Withdraw. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Hello.
Mary, I did find something interesting last night, and I was going to do a video on it, but by the time I did my Boston Scientific video, I was burnt out. MicroStrategy is looking to me like it might want to push the breakout
Let me take a look at it.
to the upside. MSTR, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been consolidating for a couple of weeks now in this range of 88, 89 to like 103. It spikes up to 103, but really the consolidation's between 90 and 100. And it had a good day yesterday. Volumes picking up. RSI crossed over. So MicroStrategy might be one we want to keep an eye on.
Take a look at it.
Good morning, Tom. Seen you mention Walmart a few days ago, and it seems to have some positive action this morning.
Yep. Walmart's good earnings Thursday. Yep. Walmart is part of my long-term plan. I love Walmart. Yeah, what's Walmart doing? I didn't check it yesterday. Yeah, I like Walmart. Like I said, it's a long-term hold for me. Oh yeah, it's doing well this morning. I actually got my video last night, Mary, under 10 minutes.
Good.
It didn't come by and I watch it, and of course we're still picking up. Could have done better here. Could have done better there. So
It's okay. It's a candid,
making
Tom.
these YouTube videos is not as easy as it looks.
No. And don't worry about it. It's a candid, The more you do
Yeah.
like candid, we're all human beings. I mean, that's just me. I'm just a human being.
The other thing, I'm not interested in doing 20 takes either. I can't.
And if your purpose is just to help people, it will grow by itself if
Yep.
it's informative. I'm not hoping anything. I just, hey, if it needed, great. If it doesn't, great. At least I try. What if, right? The question is, what if?
Yep.
What if you change one person?
And Josh and Larry always make fun of Keenan's first videos when he first came out. So don't feel bad, Tom.
Yeah,
You just,
yeah.
just keep building, keep creating, and with time, you'll get better, just like anything else.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna stop doing Zoom and then uploading it. The Zoom just doesn't work well for that. I'm switching to something else.
Yeah, Zoom is not a good way to
No,
record
it's
it.
not good for it. No, no. I bought a better camera and it still didn't really help as much. So, I still do leverage ETFs and day trades when they're there. I've literally cut down on my list of leverage day trades because the leverage ETFs, not the day trades, but the leverage ETFs because I get caught too many times with these, the
Maybe I guess Abe with a green dot and a green arrow is trying to close above the 9. Just be careful. I took a starter position. I got 1 share. I'll monitor it and see what it does.
All right, we got 1 minute, folks.
Yep. I'm gonna mute everybody. But who was asking? Yeah, the challenge is open to anybody. There's nothing for you to join. You just follow along what we're doing. Mary and I will post the challenge plays on the lives, and then if we take them when it's not live, we always post them in the Discord. All right, Mary, you can unmute.
Thanks, Tom.
All right.
We have SPY, NVIDIA, Tesla. Tesla, we got 330 for that put.
And we're open.
Yeah, just wait. But Tesla, we got that 330 for that put. Not unless we reclaim back that 333, but Tesla's coming down. Nothing for SPY yet. Let's wait for NVIDIA. That 219 is a pre-morning support, but drop below that 219. We have a dollar, 218 all the way to 216. I'll wait for Microsoft as well. Microsoft more confirmed to the downside, lies on 478. We're coming in 478. That's your pre-morning support. But once we drop below that, Tesla, the only way to reclaim back that the 330, if we have a nice push to fill the gap all the way to 337. All right. As long as Tesla remains below 333, it'll be bearish. As for your Microsoft, more confirmed to the downside is that 478. Nothing for NVIDIA yet. Would like to see the daily on Microsoft. Mary, what are you using daily? I just really want to see if it's going to break through that 478 because easy 478 dropped to that 476. So that Microsoft more confirmed if we drop below that 478. And I do believe we're going to come down to that 478. And then we're going to get to that 476 to 474.98. Or 475 actually, even. That's a lower low. That's your put for your Microsoft. Put for Microsoft. Nothing for SPY. Tesla is struggling to move up. Let's go ahead and go to the shorter time frame with Tesla. I started position yesterday on Netflix call, expiration September 4th, I believe. 75, I think, is my strike price. I was losing. Not much, though. I think 15%. Tesla will reclaim back that 333. You're gonna cut your put, but look at your daily. That is the midpoint of this green candle. So either we're gonna break through that because this is the pullback, or we're gonna continue to come down. So Microsoft is looking bearish, by the way. Mary, can I cut off my put on Tesla? You can. But it's still bearish. But if we break through that 333, now we're going to go back up now. All right, so let's just wait because you guys have one loss already on your Tesla. We are now above that 333. If we reclaim back and we trade above 333, then we're filling the gap to the upside. Now we're going to go for a call. Don't worry about that NVIDIA. Let's see. For Tesla, NVIDIA is going to back test all the way to 221.83. And then 223. It seems like everything is recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly, too.
Yeah, that was quick. So this is not a safer now to have a put. Let's go ahead and wait. But Tesla is going to fill the gap to the upside. Yep, you're going to have to change your tactic now for that put on your Tesla. We may need to go to call now. Morning gives us that put to the downside. Now we'll reclaim back that 333. We have to learn we have to be adaptable.
I'm watching Microsoft is pushing back up against that red candle. It's about to break halfway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, now you got that Tesla call, guys. You got that Tesla call now.
Microsoft's trying to claim VWAP right now.
Microsoft is weak though.
Yeah.
Tesla is stronger right now in the shorter time frame.
What's my new favorite, SpaceX. SpaceX things.
Nothing with SPY. NVIDIA, I told you guys don't worry about NVIDIA.
Wow, Microsoft is really pushing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that Microsoft. But honestly, that Microsoft is still bearish.
Yeah, yeah, on the daily, yeah. I'm watching the 5. Just trying to reclaim the 9 on the 5 right now.
Yeah, so you guys have to cut. That's your loss too. But you're winning on your Tesla. You could take profit here on your Tesla, or you could push it more. You have $2 more. What a recovery. You could push it all the way to $2 more to 339 for your Tesla. You have a loss in Tesla, but you have a winning trade on Tesla too. Let me take a look at your Microsoft. Microsoft is giving us a possible double bottom, but it looks like it wants to come down. You're going to have to hold on to your 339 for your Tesla if you want to. Let me take a look at your Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft, it's not bullish, okay? All right, we're going to see a trade here for Microsoft, see where this is going. And please don't tell me you blow out your account in one trade, one loss. Please, please don't. Start with a small position. One, especially
One
to those
contract.
people.
Yeah.
Yep, those people who doesn't have that's your second take profit for Tesla, or to those people who hold on. That's your 339. Can it go higher, Mary? Yeah, we got 340 all the way back to this. 342 is really your target. The 339 is your first real target for that little swing. And the second is your 342. That's your take profit, the 339. But we have to learn to be adaptable. We did say if it breaks through that 333, it'll be bullish. If we remain below 333, it will be bearish. And then we saw the midpoint of that. And it looks like Tesla was really going to test your 341, 342 anyway. So you have two more dollars for that push. And if we look at Tesla, I told you guys I have Netflix.
Mm.
$342 is your resistance for Tesla. That 339 is one. I'm gonna see if we're gonna be able to get a Google call. I mean, nothing for SPY for the Microsoft. Let's see if it recovers. I owe you guys $2 on that Microsoft. Don't
Yeah,
want to
Microsoft
enter.
recovered nicely. So Microsoft's above all your EMAs at 5.
Yeah, let's see if you cannot break through 485 for Microsoft, then
Yeah.
it's not gonna go up. So we're
I mean,
entry
you
for up.
still get $1.50.
Yeah. Let me see. Wait for SPY. Nothing for Google yet. Nothing for a call for Microsoft yet because it's still showing bearish on your shorter time frame. See if we break through that white line, okay? Right here. 485. Because this is a bearish candle. This is a candle that opens lower, back testing the midpoints of that bearish candle. It could turn and touch your support. There's a gap to the downside. Nothing for Google, nothing for SPY. Let's see, we could change this Google. Let's see, Apple. Apple is nothing too. Apple's giving us a wick for a couple, 3 days already. More confirmed for us. This was my technicals yesterday for my exclusive members in YouTube. Intraday trade, call 309. If you break through above 309, that's more confirmed. This is for your intraday level, 311, 313. But I told my students that we cannot enter a call as long as it's above 305. We cannot get a put as long as it's not below 304. So that's our cue right now. No trade for Apple. CoreWeave, this is going to be the last line in the sand. I did say that to before, that $99, $97, this candle is your point of control right here. If we drop this, that's also your 9 EMA. We're filling the gap to the downside on that 94. So this is 97. If we drop below 97, that's our cue to continuation, about $3 for a put. All right. Tesla's pulling back. Microsoft is not giving us a strength to move up, so it's nothing. It's still bearish. More confirmed to the upside for Tesla is if the body of the candle break above 343. Above, if you see a body of the candle, at least if you give us a breaking candle, that's a okay sign. But if you see a body of the candle literally right above this green trend line, then that's good. What about this one? It's above. Well, it's red. It's indecision. It's not really strength. The buyers and the sellers are fighting. There's no decision there. This is actually an evening star pattern, which happens to be a rejection, a reversal to the downside, continuation to the downside. Right? More confirm of that trade lies right here, that 323. That's when you get to see more to the downside. More confirmed 323. Aggressive put is below 330, 331, and then you have 326. So 331, 330 is your entry for your put, and then you got 326 to 323 as your take profit for Tesla. Right now, it's now just pulling back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 5 minutes if we could be able to see a pullback. This is just retesting your pre-morning support, which is okay. Maybe this is like 50% or deeper pullback if we use your Fibonacci extension. This got into 340. Our resistance was just 339. So it's golden pockets. Golden ratio right on the 334. It's still a pullback. It needs to pull back anyway, so you could rally more. So it's really important between this line to your 334. Let's go back to the daily. Nothing for Microsoft, nothing for SPY. CoreWeave. We're going for a put for $97. You got $3.93. Okay.
CoreWeave, you said?
Put. Well, not right now. It's not confirming.
No.
Here comes your Tesla. That's an aggressive. We need to break through that. More confirmed to the upside is at 340 for a continuation and get you to that $2. Is it safe to enter a call? Yes, you could have a call if you want to, or break at least above your 200 moving average. But if you want a confirmation, right above 340 for Tesla. As for your Microsoft, we cannot get a call. It's still bearish. Pin down between your 200 SMA and EMA. Drop below the 481, then you're coming back and test your 479. This is just back testing the midpoint of this bullish candle, so it's normal pullback.
I have to drop another one in there. I'm also watching Palantir right now too.
Let's see. I don't have another trade right now. I cannot put too much ticker here.
Yeah, I know.
As long as we remain 172, we could be able to see 176 if as long as we remain above 172. That's a push for Tesla. You have 1 minute to finish that. We're coming to test your 340. A pullback, test of that midpoint of that bullish candle for a possible continuation. That's what it's looking like. That is an ugly candle. That 200 is moving average is there. That's why sometimes it's good to just take a look at your daily, because you get caught with all those 200 EMAs and you hesitate. And if you look at the larger time frame, if we're going to ignore the evening star pattern, which is not confirmed yet, this is just a possible little tiny rally with a pullback on that midpoint for a possible continuation, breaking that 343 all the way to test your 351. So that's where we're trying to aim. But if we cannot break that 340, we cannot see 342. It means that tomorrow we could actually come down and test your 327. If the body of the candle happens to be the lower of this wick, the 337, that means that's bearish. There's a higher chance we're going to backtest your 327. Don't worry about SPY. SPY's not there yet. Worry about Microsoft. Microsoft is struggling to move up. It wants to come down, Microsoft, instead of going up. As for your Palantir, I'm going to take a look at your shorter time frame. Palantir, the goal is to get to 176, and it looks like it wants to come there. Let's go look at your shorter time frame. You have a stop loss here. If you go have 2 weeks expiration or 1 week expiration, stop loss is 172 for Palantir. This could be just a possible short pullback for a still continuation. And still for that swing, you're still looking at 180 easy. The real target of that 180 is actually on that 187. You got 176. If you want to do a Palantir, make sure you have a stop loss in the money. Put like 170, 2 weeks expiration. Nothing for SPY. It looks like Microsoft wants to come down now. See? Is it a put? Well, if you are still with your put, just wait until it comes down all the way to 478. But yes, that's your pre-morning support. This is your morning support. If you want to ride $2, you're more than welcome to. It's 480 now. That's testing the midpoint. Is it a pullback? Let me see. It wants to come down. That's a pretty strong candle, by the way. It's 3 minutes. It took 3 minutes. I mean, it takes... Okay, you get more strength. It's going to come down to 378 for your Microsoft. Tesla has to reclaim back your 337. If not, we're going to backtest your 333 again. Nothing for SPY. He wants to come down, Microsoft. Nautilus is going to reject that midpoint. You're going to see momentum on this candle. We have 1 minute to see the momentum. It's either going to reject that midpoint or we're going to come down and fill the whole candle to the downside and establish a lower low for that original support on that 475. I don't trust SPY right now. SPY is just giving us a wick.
Yeah.
Tom, can you just pay attention to the chart for me 1 second?
Yep.
My son is talking to me.
I feel like that Palantir. Palantir is looking good to me. Break. The Palantir to break 174.70. Look it at 176. There's a volume on it.
Do we have reports today?
There's something coming up today. I don't think it was major. Look at the calendar.
Microsoft rejecting the midpoint of that candle. Tesla is struggling with that 337. We're going to have to wait for this 15 minutes to finish this candle. That's your 200 moving average hindering us to move up. So we're going to stick to 15 minutes. Don't worry about SPY. SPY is nothing yet. But if you are looking at this, this is the, let's go ahead and watch your VWAP. VWAP doesn't even tell you if it's bearish still. Well, it's still not bearish. This is your pre-morning support and morning support. Pre-morning and morning support, same level. Tesla wants to go up. It's just struggling. There you go. Yeah, this could be a buying opportunity. This was your key level on the 2 hours. See the body of that candle here? See the body? See the bodies above? So we're just pinned down right here. So right now it's just this, the 330, what is that, 339, 338, 339. You're still looking at that 342, but we break at that 342. We got 345 to 350, so we're just pinned down. And this is a pivotal point. Either reject this level, that 333, and then come down. Or break through this resistance, test this resistance, and then go up. Then that's when the rally starts. Microsoft again, testing the midpoint. Microsoft on the daily is bearish. Okay. The structure is bullish. The candle is showing bearish. Cannot reclaim back your 485, all right? So this is the first candle not touching your 9 EMA. That's the first candle. And the only thing is, this was a gap up, and this is going to be protected. That's why the 475 is important. That's why my goal was to get to 475, because we have to watch if that's going to reject. If it rejects and then it goes back again, back test your 485. If it doesn't establish a lower low, easy, you got fill in the gap. 475 to 473, and then you have 470, and in the gap of that 466. 466. Let's push this here. 475, 473, and then easy to 470. Palantir, as long as it remains above 172, is still bullish. Drops below 172, you don't want to. Netflix will be bullish, 78.50. Let me take a look. I SPY's nothing. Let me just take a look at APLD.
It's down today.
Yeah, it's actually choppy now.
Yeah.
It's stagnant. We're not moving at all. Waiting for APLD to be above 33. You have $28, 25 to 23 again, to 19. Trying to see what we could buy for shares. Watch your balance here, okay?
Yep. That's just literally just started. I just pulled that screen back up.
Netflix doesn't move like whoa, okay? So you just have to be cautious. So that's why I had this trend line. Those people who followed me on my YouTube, I told them before when they were buying at 73. I told them just to make sure 70 is also your buy signal for long term. Just use a trend line to see if there is a breaking down of that little tiny bullish structures of yours, because if it drops below that, then it could back test again your lower low. All right. So we're still waiting for a breakout of our structures. The reason why I enter that is because on the little move, on the little rally, we always, when we had a big candle, it always back tests the lower. Big candle, back test the lower. Big candle, back test the lower. Okay, this is a nice looking candle for Tesla. Let's see if we're gonna reclaim back that 339. This is the starting of the 2 hours, so that's good. It's still showing bullish, so let's see. This is the candle that's gonna tell us if we're gonna continue up or not. And this is your stop loss too. No trade on SPY still.
Palantir is moving up. It's breaking out of a full pennant on the 5-minute chart.
Yeah, Palantir is bullish.
Yeah.
I don't doubt you on that.
Small account challenge, because you can be at go close to money for about $2.
How much is it for a call?
175 is 320. 177 is 210 for expiration of Friday.
Let's see.
Or you can go 2 weeks if you wanted to.
I'm up 23% on my Netflix. Let me see your Palantir.
If you do 2 weeks, one call at the money is our $500 challenge.
Let's see. 3 days, 10 days. It's not going to be affordable because it's 675, Tom. If we do
At
172,
175?
175 out of the money. Ooh.
I mean, it's going to be 175 in about 2 seconds. It'll be in the money. I look at the ones that are just right outside the money for me. I mean, you could take in the money too. Yep. Come on, 175. Get there.
Yeah, you got 176 there if you're scalping this. If you want to do, hold on. If you want to do this for our small account challenge, if Tom wants to do the small account challenge, you guys could do that. More confirmed to the upside is when you get to your take profit on the 180, but it gives you more confirmation because we're just really on consolidation. The call that we got before, your target is 176, 178 all the way to 180, but if it breaks above 180, then you get to see more of a bigger move, 187. So more confirm is above 180 to get to your $7. All right, but slowly it's getting there. It's not a breakout. So we're just right here and here.
Yeah. That's great, because that's literally where I have my line. 180.18 is where I drew a line.
Yeah, so that was
I
yeah,
think that
180.18.
was,
Yep, 180.18 is your
yeah, that was the
resistance.
high back on
It's
the
true.
14th. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's going on with your Tesla? It's pretty nothing today. It's choppy. SPY did not give you a trade. This Microsoft is just playing with us, but it's bearish. It's bearish on this candle. Okay. Tesla again retesting your 337. It could reject and test your 342. But I did tell you guys to take profit on that 339, okay? And yes, I know I told you guys there's also resistance on the 342. I mean 340. Palantir moves slow right now, so but it's looking good on the daily, okay?
Yeah.
So you guys could do 2 weeks, 175. If me, I'll prefer 172. Because 172 is your stop loss, by the way, if it pulls back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, let this candle close and see if I'm gonna take it. Mhm.
What's going on? Nothing.
No, it's kind of slow. I'm like, none of my alerts are hitting. Nothing's going on.
Nothing.
Oh, somebody's gonna come on this event and say, "Hey, you missed this one." Apple, AMD puts. Let's look at AMD.
Nvidia is nothing too. Nvidia have a higher chance. We're gonna test at 217, 216 though. That's the candle. It's more bearish. The SPY is vacillating up and down, up and down. So don't get caught with SPY.
Nicholas Stocks here. Take a loss on Tesla. Depends what's your stop loss.
For what? I know you guys got to stop out on your Tesla
No,
for a put.
he's Tesla. Yeah, Nicholas is asking about Tesla.
Yeah, that put it was coming down earlier and then it reverses when it gets to that 333. And then it gives you guys all the way to 339. We got to enter, I think, in 335 or 334 when it's above 333. You guys get out. 337 to 339.
Apple's breaking. What is it?
Apple's breaking. Nvidia is not breaking yet.
Yeah,
So
Apple is breaking. Yep.
let me see. All right, let's see. Let's see. 309.97, 310. You have a resistance on that 309.97. Okay, 309.97 for Apple. So it looks like it wants to break through. This is a nice candle on the body of the candle on the daily, rejecting your 9 EMA. So that's good. So let's see if we're gonna break through that 309.97, so 310, and then we get to see more of a move to the upside. But you're gonna have to have at least either a Friday expiration, because I know this is a daily daily expiration, right? Apple has, not a weekly anymore. So you need at least on Friday, and then it looks like it wants to come down. So when we get to that 310 here, 309, 311.
Apple's every other day. So
Every other
Monday,
day.
Wednesday, Friday. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to have Friday on this. Yep. So that's your cue for your call on that 310. That's now 310. So we have 311, but the 309 was your actually cue there. 309, yep. And then you have 311. That's your resistance on that 310. See if it breaks through. The daily's looking okay. All right, looking okay. If it push higher, easy, we could get to that 313 for Apple. This is now going to be a swing for Apple. Tesla's is struggling to break above that 337. Microsoft is thinking, where is it going? Or it's going to end up stagnant the whole day. The SPY is coming down. Let's see. This is your pre-morning support. Small position, if you could start with your SPY or wait for this candle to finish. We have a lower low for SPY. This is your take profit. You could still do 0 DTE, still early. This is your real support for SPY. Calm down.
Yeah, 172. If you took Palantir already, that 172 should stop loss. Look at that now, 172.80.
Is it now stop loss?
Yeah.
Is it hitting 172?
Yeah, it pulled back pretty hard here.
Yeah, SPY's coming down. SPY's bearish now. See, we're gonna reject that 200. It looks like, but you have 47 minutes for that candle. Pay attention to your Apple call. And SPY is so ugly, but it's bearish. SPY is bearish, but it's an ugly chart. It's so choppy. I don't think we should be forcing trades right now.
Nope.
It's really nothing. Ugly day today. Just a little bit of nibble of everything only. But it's still early though.
I have not seen a lot that's
Huh?
very convincing to take any plays on.
I can't. I don't have.
Nope.
Yesterday I explained to you guys that the MUU 36, 34, 36, the second entry was 37, but it did not break above that 50 moving average. That's why I cannot re-enter. Yesterday too, 34 was a nice right here, 34 was a nice entry, but Schwab is giving me problem. As for your MU, we're gonna go back again to that $30 as a buy signal, but I'm not gonna buy it right now because I don't know if it's going to respect the 30 now. All right, we want to see a candle break above again. We are again going back to the same entry that we had. It's normal. We had a breakout back testing your resistance. Now is a support. So if we are entering on this current level, $30, we need to make sure we still have a stop loss on 29.50, all right, or 29.80. could be your stop, or 29. Yeah, 29.80, 29.50 could be your stop loss still. But again, this could just be a pullback. We don't know. All right. So do I have a higher conviction that this is going to go up until I see a reclaim of that $31? Then yes. If we respect on that $30 sweet, but we reclaim back that $31, then there's a higher chance we going back again from 31 to 34 and 36 again. All right. But again, more confirmed now lies on that 37. That 37, it could give us more on the $41 as a support. I'm going to stay away from SPY right now, although this is still showing bearish, by the way, but this is really not a good trade. Did establish a lower low, back up by volume, by the way. It did. But look at this 10 minutes, just a bunch of wicks-all, 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 wicks-all. It's really not a good way to do it, right? Today I have a class for scalping to those people who want to trade or want to learn about scalping. I have a class today at 5 p.m., okay? I don't know if you have class, Tom. For MU, nothing yet.
No.
Palantir, there's not a breakout of structures. It's still above your 172.
I actually added to Micron this morning on this $60 pullback.
You bought Micron?
Yeah, I buy it every time it dips, but I'm buying fractional shares. I'm slowly building it.
That's true.
Yeah, ever since E-Trade went to fractional shares, it's become my favorite thing to do.
A true breakout of a structures of Micron is lies about $1,000. 1,036. That's a true
Yeah.
breakout of a structures, and then it could give you more, about $50. It could give you about $50. But right now, this
Yeah.
is still struggling. This is your resistance here. Right here. That's a true breakout of a structure. And then easy. 1083, that's about $50, all the way to 1100. Apple, to those people who has this call for Friday, your stop loss is 307. All right, Mary, that's kind of big loss. Well, structure remains bullish as long as it remains above 307. SPY still showing bearish, but ugly. She's really ugly right now. As for Tesla, in reality, there is no recovery yet for Tesla. We just have a little tiny higher low, higher high, right? But we still need a body of the candle above here. Continue to respect your 9 EMA. It's like scooping up all those candles to move up, get to the 360, right? So if we look at this candle is just back testing the bullish candle. We have mixed bias here. The good thing about this is we have a bullish crossover. However, your bullish crossover is not even above 50, but it's okay. Preferably above it than having a bearish crossover. Okay. And so Netflix is giving us some life. That's a nice looking candle. But just like I said, every time we have a big candle, the next day or 2 days always occupied it. Big candle, occupied it. That's why I entered this trade yesterday. But I was just expecting that it's going to get to that 76.32. I didn't know that I was expecting it's going to get to 75. It's still okay. But we break through it. This is where the struggle. This is where the little tiny resistance, that 78, 73. Well, we break through that. If we see a body of the candle, if we just see a little bit of a green candle breaking above that resistance, that's an early signal, okay? Early but not confirmed. But if you see a body of the candle above that $78 right here, $78.50, And then easy, you got 81 bucks. 81, 83, 85. 81, 83, 85, and then all the way to that 87. If you want to enter a call here, please make sure it's right slightly above 79. You could put $79 above. I picked 75. My stop loss, if it closed below 76, close below daily. All right, daily, I do structural. Ugly candle for SPY. Stay away from SPY. To those people who still have that put, it's still bearish. Every time it comes down, that's when you get out. It's still bearish. It wants to come down, but it's just really a bunch of wicks. You see this? The bears and the bears and the bulls are just really fighting in between. I don't owe you guys anything for DXYZ. DXYZ reached our resistance. Take profit. So I don't owe you guys anything.
Yep.
Got to
Nice
34.
one.
Yeah. Okay. I had the entry there. $34 was your exit yesterday. This is actually starting to move too. Do you guys know that? This is starting to move and it's looking pretty okay on the weekly basis. Although we don't have the volume, but this is starting to move. I expect at least easy $39 to $43 for DXYZ. Well, with a stop loss of, again, below $30. So you could have, again, just like your MUU, 29.50 could be your stop loss, but you have to see a daily candle close. All right. Entering at this level is slightly higher. I did have my buy signal at $31 to $30. But for the purpose of this live trading, if you're entering on this level, please make sure you know that the stop loss lies on the $29.50 or $30. It's just starting. This 32.92, it's just starting. This is my point of control. This is where the real target of this move lies. This is your real target. It actually occupy half of that candle. So that 34, just like I said earlier, it's just minimal, but I don't know the future. That's why we need to make sure we have a stop loss, because just in case this is the top resistance, because that's the midpoint of this bearish candle, and then it could go and test back again that 27, and then you guys gonna be there and call, Mary, is it still bullish? I said no, because why? You're supposed to establish your stop loss. All right, but I do believe we still could get to that $38 easy. 38. This is a high volume node, and this is a big candle. So midpoint, top. So if you're buying at this level, please make sure you have a stop loss. Let's go take a look at nothing. SPY is just nothing. That's another loss for you guys. You have a one loss. So we have 3 losses today with 1 win only. So today is not a good day.
No, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, guys. Okay, it's gonna happen. It happens.
What do I always say? If this was that easy, everyone would do it, right?
Yeah, but I hope you guys caught it right away, right? I did tell you guys the structure is gonna be what? We're gonna have to switch it if it's break above 333. And your Microsoft, let's see, Microsoft wants to come down though. Microsoft just wants to come down, not unless again we reclaim back that 485, right? But it's want to come down. This is going to be protected. CoreWeave did not give us a drop below 97. SPY, forget about SPY. What else? Anything drop below here for Google? Nothing. 340 is your put. Nothing. But Mary, it reverses 343. Well, we don't know that's going to reverse. Okay, this is your local support. Local resistance, that 344. And then the next one is 346. before you head to that 346. Since right now it's just pretty much no volume, it's moving slow, you're going to get to see that 344.50, and then you got 346.27, then 347, then 348. If you're going to be aggressive, it's either entering above 350 just to get $2, but the target of that 350 is 356. As for your Tesla wants to go up. It really wants to, but it's just lacking volume. Microsoft wants to come down. What's going on with your Palantir?
It's kind of stuck.
Palantir is under consolidation. That's why I did not take that call. More confirmed to the upside is 180. Then you got easy money on that 187. Right at this moment, it's still okay. It's looking good. But again, stop loss close below 172 on the daily. SPY sucks right now. What else do you guys want to see? Let's see your S&P.
Google's making a move.
Take a look at your Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get to your 344, 344.47.
Oh, yep, right. Yeah, the same thing. I got the 200 sitting right there.
Oh, I don't know that. And then you got 346. Well, first you have to break through that 344. Let's see. May not break that 344 today, 345. Pretty ugly today, guys. Don't worry about SPY. SPY is going to give you guys another wick. Resistance on the 761.51 all the way to 769.89. SPY is nothing but wick. And if you look at your 5 minutes, you're pinned down between your 50 and your 9 EMA. And this is serving as a true resistance, by the way, your 50 MA. Just a bunch of wicks, so don't get caught with SPY. Stay away from SPY. Well, as of right now, all right, because there's no trade. It's just look, red, green, red, 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 green, red, 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 green, green, red, green. But it's a bunch of wick. Hard to trade. Google doesn't convince me to. Microsoft is slow, but it wants to come down. It's the truth, okay, guys? It's not. I'm not making this up. The COH stop out for me.
Okay.
Yesterday I got that. The COHH.
Where's that one? I never traded that one.
It's the ETF of COHR. It's pretty weak too. Like yesterday was really weak. I would have just kept my
Apple's running.
Let's see
Just
your
broke
Apple.
about 310. Yeah, Apple held Apple held the 9 very nicely on the 5.
$311. Stop loss 309, okay? Preferably below 307 is your real stop loss, structure wise. 311. Right there. The Friday expiration should be fine. Nice looking candle, possible continuation. 311.13. It's gonna get there. And then you got 313. And it looks like it wants to get there, by the way. You got a nice inverse head and shoulder right here. This is your neckline. 309, 310. Leg is 313. See how your SPY is? Stay away from SPY. It's nothing. Swing for Tesla. Just like I said, we need to make sure we break above 343. Better swing with your Apple all the way to 313. Ah, good job, Vida. Look at this, folks. We have a 19-year-old. He just made.
Yeah, I was just reading that.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Good job, man. I have a family in Sydney, Australia. Let me take a look at your SpaceX. That's your take profit on your Apple, that call out that we did earlier. Don't worry about bouncing off below the 9. It's still bullish. Yeah, I'm not even doing anything with SPY. As for your Apple, that 311 next is 313. Let's take a look at the daily. This is for my exclusive members that I did yesterday. And I told them, if you guys don't use our technicals and you waste your money, no bueno. Just have to trust your technicals. So another entry for that swing, this is just for your intraday trade, okay? Another swing is if it breaks above 316. That's your true confirmation right here. Then you get 319, 321. The target of that 316, the real target is 327. The real target of that 316, 317 is 327. That's your real target for that swing. This is just intraday trade. That's one win. I've been scalping SPY calls, but I'm in and out seconds. It is sketchy. Yeah, Danny, it is. Especially if you're using 1 to 2, 3 minutes, it's very fast and you could survive. But with the 5 minutes, no, it's just really hard. Let me take a look at your meta that you said it's flushing. Let me go ahead and put away SPY. SPY doesn't look sexy to me. Okay. Yeah, Meta wants to come down. 540, 545. You still have $5 to the downside. 540. And then you have 524, 526. Yep. Meta possible continuation to the downside. Oh, it got to 545, guys. So it did get to 545. Then you got 540. Well, this is not a rejection candle. Well, it'll be finished in a couple of days. Oh, I'm sorry, couple of hours. So if it's giving you guys a rejection, then that's the bottom. This is your points of control. But this is not a rejection. This is pretty strong gapping down. So there's more room to the downside for Meta, more still towards put. It's actually just confirming your puts, by the way. This was your support. This is your breaking candle. This is more a confirmed trade to the downside to get you to 524, 526. Apple 313 is your resistance, but this is also one of your take profit, that 313, but I do believe we could get to 313 to 314.16. That's actually your inverse head and shoulder. For Meta, I will not scalp Meta anymore. It's already exhausted for a possible swing possibility, but you need to make sure you do have a stop loss on this put. But I do believe Meta could continue to come down and still backtest your 545, 540. And the real support lies on 526 to 524 for Meta. That could be a swing all the way to Friday or next week, Wednesday. As for Apple, if this is just a starting, okay, this is just starting. This is for your intraday trade. This is for your swing. So you guys could take a screenshot on that. Microsoft is just stagnant. I have an indecision candle right now. MU. I already told you guys about MU. We need to reclaim back that 900, what is this? 963. We need to reclaim back that 963, right? Reclaim back. Otherwise, this candle is looking bearish that it could get you to 930. Right here. 933, 934. To 918. 900. Right? And this is the last line in the sand. Anything drop below 900, it'll be bearish because you got 873, then 827, all the way to the bottom of 739 again. This is not a reversal. Okay, this could be just a bounce after a sell-off and then a bounce. So more bullish if we get above $1,000. $1,000. What else? Netflix is looking pretty good. Yeah, nothing today. Sorry, guys.
Nope, not been a great day.
Yep, but you guys did. You have three loss, 2 win. Well, you got Apple win, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's all we got today.
Nope, Apple, you nailed that perfect once we called it out, right? 311, a little over 311. I mean, the candles are starting to weaken now, anyways.
Yeah, but the daily's looking good, by the way.
Yeah, like if you took the next week, you could probably hold it a little longer.
Let me see your Amazon. I have 50 EMA on SPY. Do you think that's a good resistance? It seems to have a hard time breaking through. Yeah, 50 EMAs is pretty good resistance. Meta put? Yeah, that could be a swing, okay? Or you could do an intraday trade. A little bit exhausted though, but I do believe it wants to come down more. But make sure you have a stop loss because it could reverse too. It touches the 545, but the real support lies on 540. So you still have a little bit of room. And if you look at the daily for the Meta, it still wants to come down. You have one more leg down to that 524, 523, 519. You got 526 to 524, 519. But first, 545 is your intraday level, and then 540, and then you have that bigger move to the downside. You could actually first back test that 530, by the way, the midpoint, before getting to that 526, 524, 519. This is not a rejection. This is a continuation gapping down. Okay, and that's not a pullback either. After a little tiny rally, this is no longer a pullback. This is more than 61%. As for your Apple's looking good. It's okay. It's not like wow. This is my confirmed trade. All right. Netflix looking pretty good. Good looking. Your Palantir is still intact. It's still in that 172 level range. Bida said, every time I join your live session, I'll walk away with profit. Good job. Don't say I'm just 19 years old. You are 19 years old. What's wrong with just? What does that mean? Because you're just 19 years old. What does that mean, right? The market doesn't care how old are you. As long as you have discipline, discipline always wins, right? So well done, young man. Going to the right path. All right, folks, I think that's it. I did not get to pick anything for our small account challenge. Tom, pick Palantir. What do you think about your Palantir, Tom? It's not.
It's not doing good right now, so I didn't take it.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't take it. No, I was waiting for some good candles to close, and it just immediately reversed.
Okay.
I did not take it.
Hold on. This is as long as we remain above 172K. Otherwise, we have that 168.
Yeah.
168. And guess what? We get to trade this bad boy if it drops below 168. Intraday level drop below 168, even 168. You got at least $2 to $3. Yep. You have 166, but the real support of that drop of that 168 is 160. All right, we could go for a put there for intraday trade only. Don't overstay your welcome because Palantir is bullish. You just needs to do a little bit of a pullback. 2-2 I took with you today. Yep, 2-2. 2 losses. We have 3 losses and 2 win. No bueno, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We can't. Sometimes we don't win. CoreWeave is dropping. Hello, CoreWeave. I see you. CoreWeave daily candle, we have a bunch of indecision. So finally, the sellers win with this big candle. This is a bunch of selling pressure, right? Sellers, 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 and then buyers, buyers, buyers. And here comes the buyers got tired, got exhausted. Here comes the selling pressure, right? So I do believe we're gonna fill the gap to the downside on that $94. So you get 95, 94, all the way to $90. This is not a rejection candle. Well, let's see. We always have to respect our elder, right? That's your. Yeah, today is pretty rough. It's pretty rough. There's a bearish divergence on SPY. I see your SPY. What 4 hours? You did have a bearish divergence. It's already broken. You did. Right there. Price climbing up, RSI is coming down. Confirm your bearish divergence. Started your bearish divergence from here to there. You draw a trend line. Drop below your lower low, confirm your trade, gap down. This is your support. Drop below that 677. 767. You have 763.64 all the way to 760. But yeah, that was a bearish divergence. Meta's bearish. Your MU is looking bearish. It's holding on to its 200 moving average. INTC, we did a technicals on INTC for my students yesterday. I said, drop below 100. Your entry is your 99.98. Your take profit to my students who took my class yesterday, that's your take profit. Right there. We cannot trade everything, right? We cannot. So 99 was your put, this is your take profit. So those people who took that and had my technicals yesterday from the exclusive members of YouTube, 95.35. This guy into 95.62. Okay. This is a pivotal point now. So you have a neckline. 96 was your take profit. Now another put drop below 95 right here. This is now a pivotal point. Drop below that 95. You have 92. Where is oh, there you go. There's my cheat sheet. First entry for your put, second entry is 94. You could actually do 95 now for this one. We could modify that. But I have reason why is it 94. Brandon? Hun? Someone's in my house. I don't even know who. I thought I'm all alone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hun? Hun? I know my dog can't open the fridge.
Do I need to call 911 for you?
Hun? Oh, it's my husband. What are you doing home?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I'm about to call 911. Tom was about to call 911 for me. $95. Breakout of structures in that for INTCs. We cannot hold above 95. That 94 is very minimal. This is very minimal. We could get rid of that too. This is your target. 91. Drop 94. 91. What you doing here? And then you got 88. All right.
Is Eddie going to come say hi to everybody?
Hannah, you want to say hi? He's not as gentle as me. I'm like totally opposite. Me and my husband are like totally opposite. I don't even know why, right, hon? Me and him are totally opposite. Hey, Tom, what is the Bible study during the week? Can I still join the Zoom link? Of course.
Oh, yeah. iPhone, DM me on the Discord and I'll send you the link. Yep, we meet every Monday through Friday, 11 noon Eastern, so 11 my time. For the guys.
Yeah. All right, folks, I think that's it. Why I have to INTC? Your core weave looks like when it can't come down. Core weave does it slowly. All right, slowly.
Palantir is under 172. It's pulling back big time.
Palantir will remain in the bullish structure even if it drops below 172. That preferably you guys have to have a stop loss on 172. Otherwise, it's still intact above 168. It's still intact above 168. Meta is coming down. You just have to be patient on that. Yeah, this was my INTC yesterday for my students. So those are just those people who want to join it. Those are just little donation for Miss Mary. We need to give donation to Tom because Tom does it for all these are volunteers. One day, Tom, when I make more money, I get to give you compensation.
All right, don't worry.
Right now, I got nothing yet. I have nothing. Nothing.
Actually, I got something in the works. I'll share with you, Mary. I'm not ready to share with the public yet. Something new coming down the road that
That is
me and
nice.
the missus are going to be working on. So it's going to be pretty cool.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Corey just scalp your Meta, your Microsoft. Is it coming down? Let's take a look at your Microsoft before I go. Microsoft is coming down. You have a nice, in a 4 hours, you guys have a head and shoulder. This is your neckline, back testing that neckline for a possible continuation. And it's just bearish. It's really bearish. If you look at the 4 hours, it's just bearish. Yeah, 475. Continuation to the downside is that 474, your put. 466. 458. Right here. There you go. Still waiting. This is a pivotal point for Microsoft. This is another put, all right? Another put. 471 for intertrade, but anything drops below that 474, this is your target. This is your real target. All right, folks, I think I'm done. Is Apple breaking down? Breaking down? Is it coming down? You guys sometimes scares me. It's not breaking down.
Who? Apple?
Yeah, I said, is it breaking
No.
down? You scared me. No, it's not breaking down. It's just
That
this.
that is the epitome of the wife go, oh my God, watch out of the car breaking 200 feet in front of you.
Yeah. No. Scare me.
And,
No,
don't do
it's
that.
yeah, it's not breaking down, buddy. It's just pulling back on the shorter time frame. It's just starting. Again, confirm 316. This is for my intraday trade only. Again, this is from my exclusive members yesterday. So put 305, enter call 311 to 313. I do believe we're gonna get to that 313. We have a nice candle volume nodes on this green candle when we drop.
Actually,
So you hold on to it. Go ahead, Tom.
I was gonna say, but I got a couple of people asking me for the link. I'm just gonna put it right here, guys, in the Zoom. Well, if you want the link, message me right now, and I'll do it in a private conversation because I don't want to just blast it out to everybody. Only some people don't want to join. So Mako, here it comes. iPhone, I'll do the same for you. When you do join, though, make sure it's because of me. You tell Charles it's because of me because I get credit. We have a little informal contest. Who can invite the most people?
Oh,
All
really?
right, Ivan. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's just a little fun thing we do.
Okay. We have we need to see Amazon because Amazon could actually drop if not unless this could be either a buying opportunity. We have a neckline. I know it's so much messy. I don't want to take this out. I don't want to take this out. It's just so messy, but those are the levels for me to so I don't have to think. And then also that was for my students too. So this could be just either a buying opportunity. This is a pivotal point where it could reject and go up or continue coming down, right? So we need to see a candle below 258. This one got into the 257.73 and establish a lower low, but it ended up a rejection candle. It's okay to pull back between 50 and 40% for a big rally, and we had. However, since we had that lower high, let me go ahead and measure this pullback, by the way.
Well, Mary, I gotta drop. I gotta call him too.
Yeah, me too.
All right, guys.
See you guys
Again,
later.
if you guys want that link, if I haven't sent you already, just DM me in Discord and I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom.
All right, everybody, have a great day.
Have a
Talk
great
to you
day,
later,
Tom.
Mary.
You too. Let me go ahead and talk about Amazon real quick, just for the Amazon. So for Amazon, this is going to be a pivotal point. It's either going to reject it, but we need to reclaim back that 268, okay? Preferably above 269. That's why my this is a put, by the way. This is the old ones. This is anything drops below 270, that's your put. Your target is 258. So that was it. And then another entry for the put, if it drops below that, coming down, all right? But this is now, since this was done, this is going to be green for your entry, because the resistance is 269.58, so we need to be above 270 for a call. And for your intraday trade, you got 273, 275 to 278, 280. Okay, now for another call, if we do see a breakout, that 280 is okay as well for your intraday trade. More confirm is that 288 intraday trade confirm for a bigger move to the upside. All right, so above 270 is a call, but again, you have 273, 275, 278 to 280, and then again, that's another call for 1, 2, 3. Entry for a swing, you got 290 to 295, 302. That's for a swing. Now to the downside, this is going to be a pivotal point, because if we break below 273 or 250, I'm sorry, why 273? 257. So I'm going to go ahead and change this now. Let's go ahead and do even 257. But if you see a candle that dropped below the 257 and it continued to hold below 257, and then you have your intraday trade. But on this intraday trade, your target is right here between 248 to 247. All right, that's your target. This to this is your target. And if it drops below that, there's another opportunity to go short, because here your target is here. But to the upside, this is your real target to the upside. Mary, that's $10. Well, okay. If you want, 262 is an entry, early entry, just to get you to 264, 265. All right, but more confirm at least, although this is not confirmed, it's just rejecting your 9 EMAs right here. 262 is too aggressive. That could be for the intraday trade to get you to 265, 267 to 270. All right. But as of right now, we have a possible rejection. This was your resistance. Backtesting that resistance could be a buying opportunity. So if you're going to buy Amazon right now for a call, it's aggressive. Please make sure you have a stop loss, structural stop loss, anything drop below 257. Is it a risky trade? Yes, it is. Could it work out? Yes, it can work out as well. All right. But did you give me a confirmation to say, hey, do you have 3 confluence or 3 confirmation? I don't have. I only have 1 change of polarity. All right. 2, yeah, you could do a 50%, but this is this is a rejection candle. I don't have a big volume nodes. If it gives me a green candle and gives you a big green volume nodes like this, then I say, okay, that's pretty okay. That's a risk that I'm willing to take. But as of right now, it's not. But this is a rejection candle, by the way, rejecting the change of polarity, back testing that resistance now as a support. So is it a buying opportunity? It could be, but I don't have my confluence that I want to, giving me a selling pressure instead. All right, folks, I hope that is helpful. I will see you guys today again. It's going to be a choppy power hour, so either we're just gonna do a class or we're just gonna watch it together, and we're just gonna do maybe Q's later, because Spice gives me as an ugly consolidation today. Nothing with your SPY. Pay attention to your Apple. Apple's looking pretty okay. Stop loss there remains what? On your 50 moving average on the daily, which is about 309, 308. All right, that's your stop loss, structural stop loss. When you say structural stop loss, you literally have to wait for the daily candle to close. If you want, you could do a 4 hours or preferably on the daily. Okay, has to be above 308, 309 for Apple to remain bullish. But this is more a confirmed trade to the upside. If we get to the 316.50 to 317, I'm going to add in a small account challenge. I don't know how much is it, but this is a higher conviction we could get to the 319. All right. All right, folks, I will see you guys. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. SPY drop now. Oh, good for you. Nice. SPY drop. SPY is teasing you, buddy. Continue to establish a higher high. I mean, lower low, lower low, lower low. But we're just still under consolidation. All right. So the technique there is just when it goes to the lower low again, get out. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys later. Power hour. As always, please be kind, be patient, and may all your trades be in the green.